Hello friends, and welcome back to Pixie Dust and Parenting. Today I am going to be sharing this DIY on how to make this wreath. I got everything from the Dollar Tree for $13. I am so excited, so if this sounds like something you would like, please stick around. So supplies, first is this wreath. I got some smaller ones, some bulbs, different variations. I also ended up with these elf like tinsel, and then of course glue stick and some scissors. First I prepared everything, so I just cut the tags off everything, and then you need to cut off the elves. That's the only way you're going to be able to get that tinsel look that looks similar to the picture. I will insert the picture in just a minute here. But what I found, and you'll see this in a little bit, is I cut off all these elves with scissors. I realized you could actually just pull them off, which you're going to see in just a minute. And there's all my little elf guys. And yeah, you'll see in just a second here that you can actually just pull them off. So here's me cutting them. Don't do that. You should actually just pull them off. And it was so much faster, so do not make that mistake. I will actually list everything. I ended up with 6 of these. I probably could have gone for a 7th one, but 6 will do just fine if you're like, I don't want to buy another one, or you can't find another one, but you definitely want to find the one with the elves. So you're going to start with the smaller wreath form, and you're just going to start wrapping. And they take about 1.5 of these tinsels. So not quite 1.5, but you start with like one full one. You're going to wrap the whole thing, and because it's wired, it's just going to form right to it. You don't need any glue or anything like that. So once you're done wrapping with your first tinsel on that smaller one, you're just gonna kind of set it off to the side because that space is open and it's not an exact science. And like I said, I probably would have gone for a 7th tinsel just to make it a little more full, but these are very, very forgiving. And this wreath form, this silver wreath form, is actually one that you can find at the Dollar Tree. And I think it's really important to know that because it's even more forgiving because you really can't see the wreath form in it. And so it allows you to kind of spread the tinsel out if you need a little more tinsel for one of the other green ones, but it's such a forgiving project that even your beginner crafters can definitely do this. So you're going to use 3 full tinsels, and then you're going to start on that 4th one, and you just kind of use a little bit of it, and then you're going to spread that last tinsel between all 3 of these wreaths, essentially. I hope I'm making some sort of sense, but you're basically going to use 1 tinsel on a small one, 1 tinsel on a small one, 3 on that larger one, and then you're going to split that last 6th tinsel between the 3 wreath forms. And I forgot to say that you actually need some silver pipe cleaners. Once again, you can get these at Dollar Tree. I had them just sitting around my house, but this is how you are going to connect your wreaths all together. It was so easy. It blends in so well. You can't even see it. And I only needed 1 for each side, and it worked perfectly. You could definitely reinforce by using more if you wanted, but it was such an easy, simple solution, and it definitely secured them together. Next, I found my inspiration picture, which is actually just a picture I took of the wreath that I found in the stores that I loved. And this is just to help me with placement for my ornaments. I got, I think, 5 different size silver ornaments, and I pulled off the tops to them and then I glued them top down, because if you look at the inspiration picture, none of the tops are up. You actually can't see the tops of the ornaments. And so I just started placing. That's all I did. And it took me a while to figure out placement, and that's okay, because I was watching a Christmas movie while I did this, and it was just a fun project to do while I was just watching a movie. My kids were in bed, and I find crafting to be super relaxing. And if this is something that you find to be super relaxing, you're going to enjoy this project. I think in total it took me about 2 hours, and I started gluing them on with some hot glue. And this is my brand new glue gun. I will link it below. I am completely obsessed with it. I got it from Lowe's. Just a little tip, because you'll see as I do this, I started with the largest bulbs first, and then I moved into the smaller bulbs. And I just kind of placed where I saw. I didn't do any sort of pattern or anything like that, because I didn't want it to look that organized. I'm really terrible about that. I need things to be even and exact, and I really tried to not do that. And I think it made it so much more beautiful by looking a little more random. So this piece I actually didn't include in pricing. I got it from Michael's. It was $6. It was 70% or 40% off when I purchased it, but it was to make this into a Hanukkah wreath. I just saw with the silver that it would just be perfect for Hanukkah colors, because blue and white and silver are just kind of Hanukkah colors, and gold. And I knew that this is exactly what I wanted to do when I found this piece, and I absolutely love it. Now, in the original picture, you will see there is actually a red bow on top, so you could make it really any red bow you wanted. And if you don't want to make it a silver wreath and that's not in your color scheme, you can make this into any colors. Dollar Tree has so many different colored tinsel. It would be so easy to switch this up to make it part of your color scheme at your own house. And that's it, my friends. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you know anytime I upload a new video. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you find some inspiration in your own home, but this is definitely one of my favorite projects I've ever done.